And we finally reached it, the final episode of Season 1, entitled Erlenmeyer Flask. It's been a long journey to get to this point, so why wait? Let's begin. The first scene we get is a man being chased by police officers near a dock. He gets out on foot and starts to flee, but the police officers chasing him start beating him with nightsticks. He overpowers the officers and starts beating them instead. He gets hit with a fucking taser and just pulls that shit out. An officer even shoots his ass and it doesn't even faze him. He jumps into the water and swims away, the cops losing him. Then, we get a different version of the opening, where the phrase, "the truth is out there," is changed to "trust no one." It catches you off guard and makes you know right then and there, this is an important episode. The next scene, Mulder's watching TV and gets a call from Deep Throat. He tells him to turn on Channel 8 where a report of the police chase is playing. That's all he tells him, and shortly after, Mulder is off to find out what the significance of the chase was. He finds nothing special about the case at first. All he can come up with is the license plate of the car he was running in. Mulder looks it up and sees that it's owned by a doctor. He naturally goes to see this doctor and finds that he has no knowledge of his car being used on a police chase, and has no need to talk to the FBI. The doctor is working on something to do with DNA and shit, so Mulder knows he's connected somehow. Later that night, the doctor is killed and is made to look like a suicide. Scully and Mulder investigate the lab and find some fucking serum. Mulder tells Scully to have it checked out while he goes over to the dead doctor's house and look for clues. When he gets there, he gets a call from the runaway, asking for the doctor's help. He passes out before he can tell Mulder his location. While that's going on, Scully gets the serum examined and turns out that it's extraterrestrial in nature. Mulder traced the call and goes to where he made it. When he gets there, he finds a storage room full of people floating in tanks. He gets chased away, and the next day, him and Scully try to go back to the storage locker. When they go back, everything in the room is gone. And then walks in Deep Throat. He explains everything, and to make a long story short, the man on the run is an alien-human hybrid. He tells Mulder to get enough evidence to tell the public and fuckers off. So Mulder runs off to the doctor's house to see if the alien man made it there, and Scully goes to get the reports on the serum. When she gets there, she finds that the girl that did it for her had been killed, just like the doctor. When Mulder gets to the doctor's house, he finds the alien man, who was almost immediately killed by masked men. They kidnap Mulder, too. Scully realizes Mulder is missing and talks to Deep Throat about it. He tells her to go get a package in a Maryland military base to use as leverage to get Mulder back. She gets it, and turns out it's a fucking alien baby. So she brings it back to Deep Throat, and he makes the trade-off and gets shot. He tells his last words to Scully, "Trust no one." Then he bleeds out on the pavement. 2 weeks later, Mulder calls Scully and gives her some bad news. The X-Files have been shut down. And then the episode ends, leaving us with a cliffhanger for Season 2. Now let's talk about my thoughts on the episode. I think this is an okay episode. It has a little bit too much running back and forth for me, but as the season bookend, I think it's really good. It explains things previously unexplained in the season and has a pretty good hook for the next season. And it has an admittedly good character death. Plus, the alien baby is pretty cool looking. Overall, pretty good season finale. But we're not over with Season 1 yet, because tomorrow we're going to be counting down my top 10 favorite episodes of this season. So, see you tomorrow.